Hey everyone, Kela Louise here, and welcome to my podcast, Wide Open, where we talk about women's health, relationship, sex, trauma, overcoming hardship, building a life that truly feels like your own, and basically anything we damn well feel like. We look to open up a dialogue that promotes healing and growth for women, and honestly, anyone who's listening. Today, we have Jessy P. Unleashed, Lindsey Oien, co-founder of the Mudhoney's race team, and myself, your host, Kela Louise, chatting about all things moto, gear, industry debates, relationships, you name it. Get ready for some laughs, and let's get wide open. All right. Welcome to the show, ladies. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. It's our first ever in person. Yeah, get it together. All right. We are doing a podcast today. The three of us. We got Jessy P. Got Lindsey
Rep
Oien,
Tabernacle.
myself, Kela Louise. So we're kind of going to do like a round table. We're just going to talk about life. We're going to talk about dirt biking. Got some questions. We're just going to see where we go. And yeah. Round one. Moto sled debates. Okay, so let's start with Jessy P. Two-stroke versus four-stroke. If you could only ride one forever, which one and why?
It would definitely be the two strokes because I really like trail riding and it's where it shines. But I do like having both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I would have to pick, it would be the two strokes for sure.
Okay, what do you ride that's a four-stroke?
It's the 250 RX from Honda.
Okay.
And I've had that bike for over 5 years now and I just cannot get rid of it. I love it.
What would you say is one benefit of two-stroke?
Lightweight.
Truth that. One benefit of four-stroke.
Nice torque right away on the throttle. And
Okay.
good wheelies.
Okay. Lindsey, two-stroke or four-stroke?
Two-stroke. I have both, but two-stroke for sure. Exact same reason as Jess. Exact same reason as Jess.
What do you have that's a two-stroke?
300 two-stroke.
Okay.
And then, I actually just got rid of my four-stroke too. 250.
250.
Gas MC 250F.
Was that, you also had your street bike?
I have my 500 four-stroke as well too. But, yeah. And, I mean, I had a bike for every discipline, so.
Alright, so two-stroke versus four-stroke. I'm going to obviously say two-stroke. That's basically all I've ridden. Same reasons. I'm going to say I like the torquiness though. A lot of people might debate that. I'm a bit of a spastic rider and I got so used to it. I raced 250 SX in the enduro series and that was challenging, but I kind of got used to the playfulness of it. I like the lightweight. I hate the engine brake on a four-stroke. I think when you're jumping, it's like so annoying when you're coming over the jump. And again, it's training, but coming over the jump, having to be on the throttle consistently, or else you just like hit it and it's like hitting a wall. It just wants to stop you when you come over the jump.
Are we talking like motocross though? Are we
Talking
talking
any bikes?
Okay, because like 100% four-stroke on a track.
Yeah.
Really?
I consider two strokes so unpredictable at jumping.
Yeah.
And like a
Same.
four-stroke you can come out of a corner dead stop and make a jump. And a two-stroke
That is
you
true.
have to go in and actually know how to
Full
corner.
commitment. Yeah.
So like
And the engine brake on the track is awesome because you
Yeah.
can just let go of the throttle and
Yeah.
it actually brakes. You don't have to hit the rear brakes. I come from more like track riding background before getting into enduro scene.
Yeah.
And like to me, I'm still getting adjusted to the no engine brakes on the two-stroke.
Okay.
It's like I'm always like, oh, and I need to hit it.
There you go. See? Okay. Maybe. Yeah.
and
so
they
specific.
track through like if you're doing like whoops, like mud, I find that the four-strokes kind of track through a bit easier.
Yeah.
So
All right. So I guess consensus is just time and place.
Exactly.
that's why we need multiple bikes.
Yes, all the bikes.
All the bikes.
I feel like I will have like reach a different life level when I have 6 bikes in the garage.
100%. 100%. Okay, next question. Electric bikes, sleds. Do you think they'll ever take over, or is it just hype? Let's go with Lindsey, who says she knows nothing about electric bikes.
I know.
I think that answers the question in its own.
I've had multiple opportunities to ride them. I get them as demos. I've never actually sat on one and rode one. I know. What? But let's just say my opinion on Stay 6, which is considered an electric bike, is the best thing to ever happen to kids getting into moto because of Stay 6.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna say 100% for those little Stay 6 for getting kids. Like we were getting them on bikes at like 2 years old.
Yeah.
And then getting them right into like
Elbows up.
elbows
Nah.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
Stay 6. That's So 100%. I'm gonna say yes because of Stay 6.
Okay.
I love that
And the
answer.
E2s and the E3s because my son was really, really sensitive to the sound of the bikes when he was little, so he really hated it. But if we had the option for those little like KTM E2s and E3s, I think that would have made a completely like different outcome on how he,
would have
thought
like taken on.
taking on bikes. So yeah, I totally agree with the kids electrics, 100%.
Awesome. Okay. I guess I'll go next. My opinion, I've ridden one once last year at Mud Honeys. I would say, I think like everything, there's gonna eventually be a market for it. It might just be like kind of a different sport. I don't know if I could see it in like Supercross or things where you're like, people love the noise. It's kind of like a nostalgic thing, the noise, the sound. But my biggest one would be the clutch aspect, because on the electric bikes, there's no clutch. And when I'm riding, I think I'm 80% clutch work. Like you're just on the clutch all the time. It's your torque. It's part of your power. It's like how you get out of sticky situations. I just couldn't, I think about it when I'm riding and I'm like, I've used my clutch like over and over and over in like 2 minutes.
I think there are some electric bikes out there with clutch systems.
Okay.
Which one, like I'm not too savvy into that sense to be able to name which ones, but I know that there's a trials bike that Sam King brought it here 2 years ago as a demo that we could try in the yard, and it had a clutch. And the response was like very, very similar as if it was a real clutch, and I really like that one. But yeah, it depends. When I hopped on the I'm not gonna say it, Starkvarg? Is that
Starkvarg.
Starkvarg. That was like vagina. That's all I had in mind. The Starkvarg. I hopped on that at a demo day in Revelstoke last year, and the fact that there is no noise was really hard for me to know how fast I was going. So I kind of relied on the tips and tricks of the boys around to like figure out how fast I needed to hop onto those jumps, and they were like, oh, like a second, you should be fine to clear everything here, but it was not true, and I shortened a double 65-foot jump and broke my ankle with the linkage on the bike. And all I could think about is like, imagine those pros that like huck much harder than I do. If the linkage on the bike cannot survive me, Jessy, I don't know who like as a professional could like withstand with that bike. And that's where I think is like my setback for electric bikes right now, is like the technology that they implement into their bikes is so new, even for geometry and all of that. Whereas like comparison to Honda, Kawasaki or Suzuki that I've been working in all the geometrics of the bikes for years, and everything is like really solid and then proven over and over to tough. I would be scared to put that much money in an electric bike for myself anyways, right now. They need to prove themselves a little more.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Okay. That was a good one. All right. Crash confessions. Okay. Quick lightning round. Biggest yard sale under 1 minute. Thought I would start this because I know you guys have better ones than me. I wouldn't say it's really a yard sale. I've had a couple concussions. I had one technically bad one. This is motocross. Sandali track in Ottawa. Broke part of my helmet off. The reason that one was such a bad crash for me, because I've never broken a bone, ever.
Knock on wood right now.
I know. I do,
There's
but I actually kind of want to. Like, I'm bound. I need.
It's like I want to
I
feel
want to be part of the club.
No, we don't.
Just like Trust me, you don't want to do this. Yeah, I was like starting cheer training for the Ottawa Red Blacks that weekend, and I just remember we're going into like the hardest training weekend, learning choreography. It was like 4 days of consistent choreography, and I remember standing in the middle of the dance floor, just completely blanked out, not knowing what I was doing. So got sidelined from dancing that year, so that one kind of hit hard, but besides that, I haven't really had too many bad wipeouts. I'm pretty impressed. So, should we go toss a coin?
I'll let the OG start with that one.
Well, I can't really just pick one.
No.
It just comes with the territory, I guess. So, I would say the worst crash. I mean, fingers break, hands break, knees blow, all those things. But the worst definitely was head injuries. So ongoing migraines and concussion management is probably the worst thing for me. So
Interesting. Yeah, it's funny how those ones, the ones that you can't see, seem to be the worst for recovery.
Yeah, this is 6 weeks, so it's fine.
Let's see. Talk a little bit like you got some pins and.
Oh, okay. Well, this one will be a little bit controversial because it's the age-old bark buster or no bark buster.
Oh.
So my hand got caught up in the bark buster, and I just remember being a kid on the track with my dad saying like, I don't trust bark busters, and then I saw my dad's thumb get caught in a bark buster because he was borrowing a bike and put his thumb from one side of his hand to the other, and then I quit riding them for probably 20 years, and then maybe 3-4 years ago I was like kind of tired of breaking levers, and so I've got bark busters again, and I'll probably be pulling those off when I get back to riding. So yeah, just a dumb little it was a dumb little fall, and it's caused a couple months off the bike, and so yeah,
Crappy.
yeah, so
All right, Jessy.
Well,
Where do we start?
Yeah, I don't even know where to start. Let's do a sum up.
A sum up. Okay.
I've broken over 25 bones, blown my left knee twice, ongoing left shoulder dislocation problems because I denied surgery on it.
She's part of the club, guys. Club.
I've lacerated my liver, compressed my lungs, bruised my kidneys with my own elbow. So do wear your chest protector, people. Please do. Your organs are really important. You want to save them. But I've been very lucky, I gotta say, with head injuries. At a very young age, I had one big crash snowboarding where I had no helmet. And then from then on, I got sponsored for helmets, like, forever. And I always, like, leaned to go towards, like, the safest helmets I can find in the market, and, like, that, like, embodies the best technology to refrain concussions and that kind of stuff. And that has helped me tons. And I know that's also very controversial, but my neck brace combined with the helmet when I crash refrains a lot of big whiplashes, and I think that's also a big one because I OTB all the time. I crash into trees face first. Like, I mean, I'm like Crystal would say, I'm haywire.
Yes, I would say fully agree with that.
So it's like I do not get injured. It's just that I don't like make a big deal out of my injuries. I focus on like taking care of them properly, and it does not always mean listening to your doctor.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right, we're going into round 2. So, women in motorsports. Sponsors and free gear. Let me rephrase this. Is being an ambassador really worth it if there's no pay? I thought I'd start this one off because I'm not as sponsored as you guys, so I don't have as much input to put on this, but I think there's yes and no to that. I think a lot of people, like, they love the sport so much that it's like that enough is the pay. So it depends how you see it. When you're starting out and you're just like, getting into it and you're riding, you're having a lot of fun, you're making content for fun, getting a little bit of free stuff for it, it's obviously really like makes you feel good. But there's that level where unfortunately it sets the tone for a lot of bigger industries and brands that will take advantage of that. I've had a bit of free gear. I have one sponsorship, I guess I would say, and that's just 559 Al Wilson. He's a local guy. I love supporting local, and I love that it's for kind of a good cause, and he's just been so lovely. There's a personal relationship there, so he's been very helpful. So my experience with it is I'm just kind of like in it for fun. I don't take it so seriously like you guys, so I don't have a lot to say about it, but who wants to take the mic now?
I think we should go with the actual athlete racer.
Yes.
And then go with the marketing / sales point of
There
view.
you go.
Like right off the bat, I don't really consider myself a serious racer. I do it for fun, so I don't expect, and then just saying that, like I don't want to take away from all the women that I race with that not necessarily should expect or we should get something, because we should, but I just honestly it's just being a girl, and that's just what we're taught to expect, is just take what you can get. So I'm super grateful for what I get. I get all my gear for free. I've had like some cash sponsors in the past, but as of right now, I get a lot of help. I focus mostly on my Mud Honeys group, so I get a lot of support for the Mud Honeys. In cash donations, and gear and time and all that, like so much support. So I put all my support into my group and what we do. So there are a lot of people that do want to help women in that sense. So like my shop, Spunky's Motorcycle, like thousands and thousands every year put towards the event. So we do, like as a group, get a lot of help. As an individual, I get all my gear taken care of. And
what would you say though is part of what's worth it if there's no pay? Like obviously there's areas where you are getting some payment, you're getting some free stuff, and you are putting in the work for it. But say it's just like what do you find is rewarding even if there's no physical pay? Like what do I find is rewarding if there is no pay? Yeah.
Honestly, like I think that just kind of the way that the world works right now for girls in moto, we don't really have the platform. Even just fighting to have a pro class, nobody really takes the girls like nobody thinks we're legit. So like when you have anybody that's actually like willing to pay athletes, and then also again, I mean, this could be like a whole other podcast about paying athletes and then paying influencers. So like, and then like, yeah, your athletes, it's like we don't even have like the platform to showcase the girls that are actually putting in the fucking time and training, and like, you know, this is like what they're really focused on. Nobody knows where they are because we're fighting to have a pro class when we hit the ceiling at expert. So like, that's like a whole other story.
Yeah, it is a big topic.
So like, you're not legit when you're going to get like a big cash sponsor from a person like I ride expert. But if you had that, you know, door open that I'm a pro racer, like look at me now, like, you know, I'm a professional. I should be paid. But we don't, like a lot, there's no avenue. I mean, it's just starting. We're starting to do it. We don't have it on the island or anything, but we don't have it in the PN yet, do we? We don't have pro class. We have it in the Western Canadian Championship, so we'll, like all the expert girls will race pro class, but
Alberta WMA had pro class for women this year, but it's
for the championship.
But they just like kind of changed the name.
It's only for the championship at Squamish. Any of those Western ones. So Alberta pushed for it, and they're on the right track. The girls in Alberta for sure, and like even like I'm not even sure if they're doing pro women at enduro cross this year in the US, and they, you know, and then well, Red Bull was the first year they had a pro class for women at Red Bull. So it's literally just starting. So, I mean, maybe we'll start to see the change. But then again, it's like, we may see the change, but is there even going to be anything out there for pro athletes anymore? Because unless you have 200,000 followers, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those 200,000 followers you probably purchased with money that the real good girls don't even have.
Yeah, so that's like a whole other
It's a whole topic too in
Uh,
itself.
yeah.
But yeah, like on my perspective, like coming from the marketing and sales side of things, like I have a degree in sports management and marketing, and to me, in order to call yourself a professional athlete, you need to live off your sport.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, in the motorsports, snowmobile and dirt biking included, I don't think anyone like that actually is solely just paid to be good at their sport. Most of them are guides, coaches, they have businesses related to the sport. They are industry professionals.
Yeah, Tristan fucking is a roofer in the summer.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point. Like, all these guys that we see out there that we're like, oh yeah, like we assume they are solely paid to be good at their sport and be the best athlete they can be. They actually work really hard outside of motorsports in order to sustain the motorsports industry, that we buy those bikes because he is there. And it's multi-billion corporations that make all that money, and I feel like with the years, it got spreaded so thin across the board that no one is actually really getting anything to make an actual difference in their career.
I guess that goes back, though, to, like, is ambassadorship worth it? Because ambassador means you're not actually getting paid.
It depends, because some ambassadors like me, because I have that like sports marketing and management background, I do not accept to promote my sponsors or supporters to a certain extent if they don't pay. Mm-hmm. If you give me the free gear, I'll wear the free gear. Maybe I'll make a post to like promote a specific piece that I really, really love. But that's going to be up to me. It's not part of my contract. They don't expect me to do that. But I feel like a lot of people expect, okay, yeah, I got that free gear. I need to make that like very professional 2-hour video talking about it. But like that $200 helmet you got, was it worth your 5-hour video? To me, no. And since I lost my big social media, I lost a lot of support. And I adjust my promotion accordingly. So, yeah, it all depends what you think you're worth and, like, where you want to head within the sports and how you decide to stand up for yourself and deal with those contracts. But, yeah, like I said, everything is so, spread thin across the board that there isn't much for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I sincerely believe that we has, normal people that are not like professional athletes. We assume that a lot of people are getting paid to do what they do when actually they are not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I had to do it with the CFL too. It's same thing in cheerleading, so
yeah.
do it for the love of the sports.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do it for the money.
Yeah, we all just love the
It's
sport.
not worth it.
All right, next one we've got event vibes. What's different about all girls rides versus mixed events? I'm gonna go Jessy P this one first.
But the girls' events, I just love to attend because it's such good vibes and it's nice to see everyone, get to know these people that you've seen online forever, but I've never met. Like, I love putting energies on faces and names.
Yeah.
And those events are perfect for that. And it's very empowering. And the fact that Lindsey and the Moto Honeys are including me and coaching me these kind of stuff right now, it's just making me so happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sport will have never grown as it did in the past 5 years or so, even more, if it was not for those kind of events that the girls are putting together. And I know how much work it is, and I just want to say that I really appreciate it in you.
Agreed. Yeah, and the all women's events, it's like going back to when you're first starting to ride and you are just riding with the boys, and there's just a level of you know, we learn differently. We're a little more cautious, like, generally, and being around girls, the comfort level. Some girls are fine learning around guys, but some, like, would never have gotten into the sport if there weren't female-only events. So it just opens that door for young girls, older women, the camaraderie, the fun, the giggles, the laughs, like, the girliness, too, that we all like to celebrate. And but men's rides, like, if you're doing men's stuff and you're what's the word?
Co-heading.
Co-heading, yes.
The Frenchie's
when you're co-heading, there's also a level of progression that comes from co-heading. I think some of the time, like when you're with the girls, sometimes you limit yourself to trying harder things. But when you're with a guy or a bunch of guys, you kind of get egged on and you just kind of like, okay, let's do it. So I'd say some of my best progression has come from guys riding. So yeah, there's definitely a love for both, but I have to give it to all girls rides because that has helped me progress in the sport too.
Are we talking about riding or
anything? Events, riding. I've never been to a mixed event.
Yeah, same. I mean, except for races.
Yeah.
I've never been to, like, a social, really, that was, like, mixed. We had some here in Pemberton, but I just never been.
Yeah.
Sorry,
like,
Pemberton
mixed
Dirt Bike
clinics or anything.
Actually, like, funny, I have been to a couple, like, co-ed socials, but we really just stick to our groups.
Yeah.
And we don't mingle. But I find that at the all women's groups, everybody mingles with each other. So you really do spread out and becomes like a big group rather than, every time I've been to like a year-end social or whatever, everybody just sticks to the same little circle that they ride with and they don't really spread out and hang out with other people.
Yeah.
But sometimes that happens at the ladies' ride too.
Do they?
Yeah, so, like, I mean, it depends where you are and who's there, but, like, some women are very cliquey as well.
Or just, like, they're nervous, or they're, like, they come with their girls, and, like, that's part of it. It's, like, as women, sometimes we're just nervous to meet fellow women, and coming to those events, you come with your little clique, and sometimes you get to grow and expand, and I've had, like, some girls, like, it's intimidating. It's intimidating to meet you. It's intimidating to meet you. You're a personality online, and you're strong, and you're, you know, you're one of the, I don't know, I would say best in BC, and like,
please
girls,
don't be intimidated.
But then you come out people. And you meet these ladies, and you get to see how goofy and funny they are, and then it's like, you just
fucking goof.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Honestly, we have no fucking idea what we're doing. We're just doing it very well.
Exactly. So, I think, it's just like a level, sometimes people are just shy, so come out and join us. And we're all fun.
And that's why I think the ladies only social is very nice. And for the beginners especially, like, some girls would have never even thought of dirt biking if those were not there. So
yes.
Yeah. Really cool. Really cool. But yeah, pushing ourselves with the boys of features that you would not even think are possible is also very fun.
It's another level.
It's just torture, right?
But I kind of live for that.
Yeah. It's
like it's S&M in a way.
Right?
I just
love
the struggle. I love being not good. And like, you know, pushing
different. It's like riding with the guys. If they're not hounding you, making fun of you, then you know, like, that's just like
it's a form of love.
It's how they show their love.
Yeah.
And torturing and
let's not lie, it's so nice sometimes when a guy comes and helps you up a hill. Like, come on.
I never say no to help.
Like,
I never say no to help.
I have a safe word with my crew. And they'll let me, like, die on the side of a mountain.
Like, Lindsey, just say it. You're like, no, I won't say it. I refuse.
So as soon as the safe word comes out, they know she's upset.
What's the safe word?
Rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros. At least it's not Uranus.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, but in the girls, the girls are super, like, all around you, just like, you can do this, change your mindset. And the guys are like, hurry the fuck up. We're waiting for you, pussy. What do you call that? Or like, use that thing on the right, that twisty thing. Just twist it.
And then it's like, just spin it. Not that much.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and do better. Do better.
Yeah, do better is a good one. I actually love being told to do better.
Do better.
Yeah.
I don't have anything
More than
sarcastic.
anything else, like I think it encourages me to actually do better more than
It's like,
anything
right,
else.
yeah, do better, okay.
Yes. Thanks. Will do. Noted.
Noted.
It's the perfect constructive feedback. It's like, oh, I got it. I totally know what you mean.
Yeah. Or just, sometimes they don't even say anything, they just shake their head. They're just at the top of the hill, just, oh my god.
Yeah, that's also a good motivator when that happens. To do better.
Rochelle's signature shoulder shrug.
Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. Alright, let's go into role models. Who's the woman rider that first made you think, I can do this? Who wants to go first on this one?
Okay, so I think we might actually talk about this earlier. So when I started riding, I didn't know.
Back in the day.
Back in the day,
Yeah, she's old. Just so you guys know.
before computers. Honestly, I didn't know a single girl that rode bikes. I think I heard of, there was one girl in the US that rode motocross, Tara Geiger. And that was only because I saw like a flash of her on a old VHS moto video I had. So I knew there was one girl in the US that raced motocross. This was in the mid-90s.
Before I was born.
Yeah. So as far as like female influences, I didn't have any. So
Paved the way.
yeah, I just rode with the boys and
You just had a feeling that that's like what you wanted to do.
just ride. Well, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my dad rode, my boyfriends rode. Like it was just what I did, and then yeah, I would like literally get stopped in the middle of the trail, being like, "Holy shit, is that a girl?" And that happened a lot back
That's
in the
cool.
day. And then yeah, like I would see like one other girl anywhere, and I'd have to go and again, oh shit, is that a girl? And then I'd have to go and like meet her, and then like get her phone number
Aw.
and call her from my landline.
She could not even creep her first.
No.
Oh, ew.
No. And yeah, and then go. But I mean, now female influences. I don't even know. Just the girls I ride with. They influence me so much more than just people I see online. Again, I have social, but I'm not big on scrolling through it because I'm still kind of old and don't understand it. So I do my best.
But also when you're like, you know, like I feel when you're in a good space doing your own thing and you're satisfied with that, you don't necessarily have to look what's around.
Yeah. Actually, okay, when I say role model, I'd say almost like I consider like if I see someone that's like can do certain features and stuff, and it gives me confidence knowing that. Like, I mean, yeah, you see a guy riding certain features, and I don't know, maybe sometimes it feels unobtainable. But when you see a female riding certain features, you're like, you know that it's possible in some way that you can do it.
And what's the first name that comes to your mind when you say that?
Yeah.
Which women?
I do have a bit of a girl crush on Louise Borsley.
Yes.
Me also.
Oh, yes.
Bring it out, let's see.
Bring it out.
Bring it out. Got a jersey here. This rad lady here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you, Louise. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Indeed. Like I don't think any women could disagree with her being one of the biggest influence in the sport. That's for sure.
Yeah. And you brought her to the community. You
Yeah.
brought her to the events.
We're
And you've
so lucky.
had women get to coach and train with her, and that's like impressive. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's kind of a big deal.
Yes.
you're probably
yes.
you're influencing the next generation of girls who now have someone
Yeah.
to look up to.
Yeah, if you didn't know, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously if you're not a social media person, it's hard to find some of these people. But when you meet them, and that's like some of the kids, like a couple of our kids that come, that's like their North Star.
Yeah.
You know, like Louise is like that's a huge influence on these kids' lives, and knowing that's what they can do, like that's obtainable because she could do it, I can do it. So it's pretty fucking cool.
And she can do it with such a nice energy. She's such a genuine good human. I love being around her, and I wish she lived in Canada.
We'll work it.
I know.
Work it.
we're gonna find a way.
Jessy, do you have anyone that comes to mind that when you started riding that was like your big influence?
But like I've been through so many different sports and phases that like the names, like there's so many.
Okay.
Like starting from skateboarding, like as a child I was mostly looking up to guys at the time because there was not many girls. But there was Travis Pastrana's girlfriend Lindsey.
Okay,
that I like. Since I was like barely walking, I remember watching videos of her and just being like, one day I'm gonna do this. And like from that to snowboarding, then it was Marie-France Roy that showed me that things were possible, and like I wanted to chase that, and then I did. And after that in snowmobiling, Nadine Overwater is the first name that comes to my mind for sure. She is, again, like Louise, such a good human being, and that's mostly what I feel I'm getting inspired by, is more like the human perspective than the actual athletic performances. But yeah, Nadine Overwater is a gem and shreds like no other girls I've ever met before, so definitely one of those. And for dirt biking, Louise for sure. But I came to know about Louise a bit later in like my motorsports career. So I want to say like at first, the first like dirt bike women, I was like, oh yeah, I want to do what they're doing. It was Lindsey and the Mud Hounds. But like when I was quadding before that, like there was other, but like, you know, it's just like I like to like do something, have such certain goals, meet the people that I want in that industry, check it off and move on to something else. I'm still like a lover of all those sports that I've done before, and like I love doing them sometimes, but right now my focus is definitely on snowmobiling and dirt biking.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Thank you.
I have one girl in particular, and it's back when I was probably 17 or 18. It was Amy Hood. She's a professional. She was pro Canada Nationals motocross racer. So I came across her Facebook days, starting Facebook, and I met a girl in California, and then I crept her page and somehow came up to Amy Hood's page and saw that she was riding bikes, and I kind of actually just originally thought she was just this poser, and I was like, oh, she's just a hot girl on a bike.
No, she's hot, but she can ride.
But then I started going through, I was like, wow, she's like really incredible, and she was my biggest influence. She started doing YouTube videos with her friends and showing like the fun side of like being girls and being at the motocross track. And I remember I had no background in biking, like did not come from a biking family. I was intimidated of like going to a race. I just thought that was crazy. And I just always I was like envious that she had this moto family, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to like get into the scene, get friends with people, be going to events and going to races and knowing like, you know, everyone. That was like a big thing for me. So, then I met my girlfriend Janelle, who was a local on the island, and we became kind of like moto buddies. And we were like the only two girls that were riding. So Janelle was like my other inspiration, and we raced our first race together. And
Janelle, that's also in Mud Honeys.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah.
Janelle, also Mud Honeys. And yeah, we were just like going off on our little motocross bikes, and we did our first race, and we basically were like, yeah, we did it, checked it off the list, we're retired. And I just like remember the feeling though, where I was like, I did it. Like I got to go, I had a moto little community, and that was like all I wanted. And then Instagram came about, and ironically, you two ladies, probably one of the first. It's like funny how you find these people on Instagram, and it was like your personality, it was your realness. I just was like, I don't even know this woman. I don't even know if she's like, I didn't even look at your riding so much. I was just like, I love this person, and now here we are.
I love you too.
Everyday inspiration, these two ladies right here. That's my story.
That's awesome. Good
My role
answer as
models.
well. Thank you. Very flattered.
Lindsey
I don't even know what to say. She can't own of how badass she is.
Yeah.
Need to work on that.
I just ride my bike.
Yeah. Bicycle.
Okay, going into round 3, lifestyle and personal. Okay, this is gonna be a fun one because we've got 2 singles and 1 long-term relationship lady. Dating in motorsports, is it easier or harder to date someone who rides? Yeah, 3 different perspectives, I think.
Are we looking at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all are.
Lindsey?
I would say 100% it's easier to date someone that rides, just because I'm so obsessed with riding and it takes up 99.9% of my life. I'm at events or races every weekend. I've dated racers and I've dated non-racers. Dating racers, yeah, it's awesome. Tag along, help me pay for gas. You know, we can talk about the ride on the way home. It works good. We have same friends. It's easy.
Yeah.
Dating non-racers, biggest thing is I have a lot of male friends, like really tight male friends, and obviously that kind of gets in the way when you're dating a guy.
Have you ever had jealousy? Like, if you dated a guy who doesn't ride, have you had a bit of jealousy with that guy knowing you're going out with a lot of guy friends?
Constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots. Like just assuming that I don't know if this will make on the air, but just assuming that I'm just going out into the bushes and just giving, you know, BJ's to all the guys I'm going riding with. That's why they invite me, because I'm just gonna circle them up and just hit it all.
Yeah, she's the only girl coming to the ride, and that's for.
That's why I'm invited, is because I'm just gonna hand out handies to all the boys while we ride. So that was
You need to start riding one of those BJ helmets.
Oh my god.
It's quicker. Just saying.
Yeah, right. So that was that, and then every guy I've ever dated that didn't ride, or definitely it didn't last long. So because it was a thing, and then also like being what I do is like you get a lot of attention, I guess, and didn't like the attention that I got. It was hard for them to.
Yeah.
It's hard to be with a woman that gets a lot of attention, apparently. So.
And I was gonna say, probably also with dirt bike racers. Like, I mean, if you go to events with a guy that's like maybe not as performing as you are, do you feel sometimes like it makes him even more insecure because you're kind of overshadowing him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I've
experienced that in snowboarding.
Yeah. You need like a really secure person.
Or a guy that's just better
Well,
than
I mean,
you.
just in general, I mean,
gotta
like,
be better.
you
yeah,
better,
just be
boys.
better.
But
Just
no,
be
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, if they're not as good as you, which I mean, like, I'm not like that great, but like, if they're not as good as you, if they're a cool person, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, if the dude has an insecurity about that, then that's usually not a dude I want to really hang out with. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Fair.
But I mean, if he's coming and having fun and being a part of the community, that's what I like.
Yeah, that's attractive.
And if he's like last, but he's coming off the bike and he's got the biggest smile and he's just like stoked, like the stoke factor is what is there. But if he's got an issue with some other person being faster or me being faster, like I feel like, you know, I've been with guys that just are just so stoked at how well I do.
Yeah.
And they don't even think about themselves. They're just like proud of what I did. It's not even a part of the conversation that I'm, you know, better. It's just like, I'm proud of you because look at you.
Yeah,
you know, so
they're stoked for
that's
you.
the
Yeah.
that's the vibe. You
That's
know?
the
I usually
vibes.
don't entertain anything less. So,
Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. Like, it's so much part of my life too. I've thought about it, and it doesn't even have to be necessarily like dirt bike riding specific. If a guy knows how to ride some sort of bike, mountain biking, motorcycling, like to the point where like maybe eventually we could get into together, but having that understanding of the love for bikes, for me, it's the two-wheel sport that just has like lifted me up since the time I started, and it's what gives me a lot of confidence. It's where I like, it's my friends groups. There's just a shared, I don't know, like a shared level of understanding when you're in an extreme sport, and getting back from a race and calling that person up and telling them all about like the wipeouts and the fun and like the adrenaline. if you're talking to someone who doesn't understand that world, it can become very dry, and you definitely want someone who's like pumping you up, even if they're not the racer, even if they're not the one out there, just to have a partner that's going to come out to the races and support you. But I think some aspect of riding bikes for me would have to be there for dating. It's just, unfortunately, but like personality too. Like I've dated a lot of people on bike that ride that are just shitty people. So
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's because you love dirt
it's
bikes,
like
that you're a
it's
good
not
person.
the end all be all. Like you ride a bike, you're a great partner. It's actually probably more the opposite. There's a lot of shitty people in biking, but finding that special person. Which I'm going to say, hand it over to Jessy because she has all of the above.
Applause.
Well done. Well done, ladies. Well done.
Pat on the back.
So I just want to start with this. I was just very lucky when I moved to BC. I sat on the right dick right away. Thank you, Sam. I love you. But, like, jokes aside, for me, dating, I always needed someone that did the same activities as I did because there was no negotiation happening on what we were going to do on the weekend. It's like, I'm snowboarding, I snowboard every fucking weekend. If you're not there, then you're not there. And like so on with all the sports I've done. And basically I got into dirt biking initially when I was 11 years old because I was in love with Billy and Billy had a dirt bike.
Billy's a boy.
Billy's a boy. Billy's a boy, and he had a dirt bike, and I saved my money for 2 years from 9 to 11 so I could purchase a dirt bike myself without asking my parents because they did not wanted me to. So for
Shout
me,
out
like,
to Billy.
yeah, shout out to Billy. Love you still, Billy. We're still good friends. But yeah, it's always kind of been about sports and boys, like my whole life. And I always needed that to kind of like go along. And I did date some guys that had like easily bruised egos. And I think that's where it did not work. It's like I need a man that's confident in himself and that like can be better than me or not. But I love that we can push each other. And as long as the vibes are good and like, you know, positive energy, like you all said, Seb's got that. I'm very lucky. But Seb did not have a dirt bike and had never dirt bike when I met him. And for the first, I want to say 4 years of our relationship, 4 or 5 years of our relationship, I did not care. I was pedal biking, like did not care about motorsports for a while. But then I got back into it in 2019. And 2 weeks after I got my bike, I was like, if you're not getting a bike, it won't work. And then she was like, I don't have money to spend for a bike. And at that time, it was like his 40th birthday coming up. So I took my savings, I bought him a bike, and I was like, problem fix. Now you come and ride with me.
What a woman.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, very, very proud of the choices I've made so far, that's for sure. But definitely, I surround myself with amazing humans all the time, and that's what makes it a good ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been together now?
13 years, going on 14. Ooh, that's almost scary.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah,
You're the
thanks.
inspiration. That's
Thank
what we want.
you.
The dream. She's the dream. We're
Yeah.
chasing it.
But I gotta say, if Seb was more into dirt biking and racing, maybe I would get back into racing.
Okay.
But the fact that he's not into it and I want to do that sport with him on the weekends, I would much rather like just have a dirt bike date with Seb and like, you know, we do our own thing, drive up to an alpine lake, go for a skinny dip, smoke a little weed. Like that's my dirt biking style with my relationship, and I'm totally okay with it. I love it that way. I feel like I've proven myself years ago already, and I don't need to prove even myself anything anymore.
No, you're making like the life that you want out of it, and doesn't have to be like 100% focused on achieving certain goals. It's just like enjoying partnership, enjoying the sport, and having that person to enjoy it with is just it's so good.
Yes,
we
love it. We love it.
All right, travel chaos, craziest road trip or border crossing story. Does anyone have one? I'm trying to think. I have a
For racing?
Anything.
say let's let's say kind of bike related. You know, a road trip bike related. Border
A
crossing.
few years
probably.
ago, no border crossing though, but a few years ago I went to the Triple B Ladies Rally with Angelisa from Bra Babes, and we made like a little trip with the van, camp out, and all of this with it, and that was really fun. But there was no like crazy eventful events. It's just like I love getting together with a friend and
Road tripping.
road tripping to dirt bike events. Like I did that for the Mud Honeys this year with my other friend Kirsten, and like whenever I have the opportunity to have someone else sit in the van with me and camp out, like I'm definitely all in.
Yeah. Sweet. Lindsey, you have any?
I don't think crazy. No. I've traveled a lot for racing, and I go every year, a couple years, in September, and I travel across BC and Alberta, and usually hit up a race or two. This year did Outliers. But yeah, I usually hit some Alberta races, BC races on that 2-week trip, and just try and ride as many new areas as possible. Travel stories, honestly, just...
You don't have to say
Oh,
anything.
I know. Okay, so like the fun travel stories of driving home with injuries is always interesting. But I actually fractured my sacrum. I have to sit up like this because I have a broken ass. I fractured my sacrum at the Outliers falling off one of the little cliffs, and so my dad had stolen I'm from Alberta. Anyways, my dad had stolen an inner tube out of the trailer tire, and blew up this little mini inner tube so I could sit on a little donut and pillows all the way home. So it was like a 12-hour drive home on a trailer inner tube.
And a broken ass.
And a broken ass.
Oh.
But yeah, other than that, any travel story is just, I've definitely spent half my life sleeping at a ferry, because racing on the weekends and getting back, and
Yeah.
That's
Living on the
crazy in
island.
itself
when you
to
live on
me.
the island,
living on the
I
island.
spend a lot of time sleeping at the ferry.
Yeah, I gotta say I have a lot of admiration and appreciation for the dedication that
midnight
it takes
drives.
for you girls from the island to do all the circuits like that.
I work Saturdays, so I get off at 5, and Saturdays are a day that are you can't really get around when you work in the industry. So I get off at 5, and I hop the 5:45 boat. And then I do the midnight drive and race Sunday mornings. So however far the race is, that's usually, sometimes I roll in at midnight, 2, 3 in the morning, and then get up at 7 and race and throw my bike in my truck, turn around, go home.
And you see, to me, just that would be worth paying you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Same.
No, but for
Yeah.
real, like just the effort that is put, the investment, like all of this, like when you're like top performing in your sport, I feel like should be covered.
Even just like a BC
Yeah.
Ferries.
Oh,
BC
yeah.
Ferries welcomes you aboard.
Please sponsor
Please
Mud
sponsor.
Honeys.
Sponsor us. I would appreciate that.
Oh, man. That'll be the day.
Yes.
That'll be the day.
Just put the BC Ferries right here. This is the link. Click on this link.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I got one in Nicaragua, but that's a long one. But I think the farthest I drove for Moto, it was a modeling shoot. I went down to Oregon when I was 21, and I brought my brand new boyfriend with me, and I was like pumped because I don't know. I still wasn't sure about this guy, but the fact that he wanted to come down there with me, and he was so supportive. That was actually one of the reasons I ended up dating him after. But we piled up our bikes, went down to Oregon, went down for this. I was like girls of motocross, and I was like, I haven't even raced a motocross race. Like I was like such a wannabe. I was a nobody.
Felt like one.
I was
But it
honestly
doesn't
just
mean you were one. Stop labeling negatively
at
like
that time, though,
that.
I think I just bought a bike, so I was definitely. Anyways, it was like they paid for like part of our hotel. There was like food. It was like kind of this thing, and then we were supposed to make a calendar. Went down there, did the shoot. It turned out being so amateur. It was kind of a waste of time for the shoot.
Classic.
There was supposed to be a photographer. There was no photographer. It was like the girl doing it herself. Like it was just one of those. Now that you know, you're new. You're trying to put yourself out there. You're like, oh, I got asked to do a shoot. It's all like
Clothes
you
are
know,
optional.
we're in our bikinis.
Oh, yeah.
I used my boyfriend's bike at the time, and like, I have one photo from it, but nothing ever came of it. We didn't make a catalog.
Were you gonna get like a percentage or anything?
Nope.
Oh
It was
my
just
God.
like, yeah. Anyways, but it was fun because we ended up meeting one of the girls on the shoot. We met her and her boyfriend was a supercross racer. So we got invited to go to his house in Oregon where he had his own supercross track.
Whoa.
So that was really cool. We got to go rip up like his little supercross track until my boyfriend annihilated himself on like a triple and just he was like out, and I was like, yeah, it was pretty bad. So I ended up driving us all the way back.
Too. Yeah,
6
you
hours.
need to
We're
drive
like,
back.
we're going home right now, baby. Get in the truck. Let's go.
Just the fact that he went and hit a triple on a supercross track and
Oh
was
my
just some
God.
Joe Blow from
Yeah.
the island.
Oh, it was fun times, but yeah, that was a memory to last. And then you're going across the border. Here's kind of border. So we're going across the border, and he's laying on my lap. Like, it's just like awkward, you're like, security's like, what happened to you? It's like, don't mind him. So that was fun. That was like 15 years ago.
Man, time flies, eh?
Yeah,
We're
crazy
not
time.
getting younger.
Not at all. All right, gear obsessions. You kind of talked a bit about gear already. So what's the one piece of gear that you'd never cheap out on? Go, Jessy P.
A helmet, protect your bucket.
There you go. What do you ride with?
I have the Liat 9.5 carbon helmet this season. It's my first time getting the carbon one, and I love it. I think once you go carbon, you can't really go back to anything else. But yeah, the Liat helmet, obviously I'm supported by Liat. It's been a few years, and I didn't have to pay for it. But if I had to pay for my gear, that's the same helmet I would buy anyways.
Perfect. Yeah. Lindsey?
Actually, ditto. The 9.5 Liat, don't mess with your helmets. Don't go cheap on your helmets. I
Yeah.
see people come into the shop all the time and just like, especially the beginners should be riding the best helmets. But just because I've had a couple of concussions, I don't cheap out on helmets. I ride the 9.5 carbon. I always have carbon just because of old neck injury too. So just weight of helmet is
Makes a huge difference, that
Yeah.
carbon. Like the weight
Yeah.
of your head. Just
And also the concussion absorption technology in the Liat helmets has been like scientifically proven to function, whereas there's some companies out there that I won't name, but there are some out there that it's like they put things in the helmet, but nothing proves that they actually work.
Yeah.
So that's like, I encourage everybody to do extensive research before they buy a highly priced helmet for a technology that might not even work.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, I'm the same helmet. One of my first helmets was $80, and then I went up to an $800 Climb Carbon Pro. Also got it for free, so it's like kind of biased, but I would say I would definitely go for a carbon, and either a Liat or a Climb. I do really like this helmet. I have wiped out in it.
time for a new one.
Yeah.
Some of us don't get crawling.
Talking about that.
I know. I do need to get some new gear.
And just one sec, I'm gonna push something else here
Yeah.
for Liat. If you crash in a Liat helmet, they have a really nice helmet replacement program that like you can like send them pictures of your helmet and explain a bit of your crash. It's all on their website. It's a link away from happening, and then they can send you like, I think it's up to 40 or 50% off on a new helmet.
Good to know.
So once you like kind of buy into that system, you're an ambassador for life.
I'm just gonna add to like just a different piece of equipment. I would say boots would be my second one.
I was thinking about
I
that.
have like my CD boots. They were bloody expensive. They've got the ankle brace in there, which is a bit overkill for enduro, but I just feel like I'm just so supported in them. I put on some other boots and I just don't feel that support. It's
You must have massive flipper feet to get into a pair of decent boots then. So do you, don't you?
My
CDs
feet are
run
not that
small.
massive. No,
I can't fit men's boots. They are so big on me.
but the CDs
these
are
CD are
actually
large.
they're small, like they're narrow, so it's actually hard.
Depends which one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they have basically, because it's like they have different models, so depending which one you go, it can be super tight on the ankle and then very wide at the plant, or like a different one would be like very very tight here and looser here. So like any boots, I feel like there's no like better boots. It's which ones fit you best.
Yeah.
And yeah, you need to try them to know, which is very expensive.
Which is hard because you can't order these things. Like you have to order a lot of boots in. But yeah, I run the CD's Crossfire 2s, and you have the.
I mostly ride the Liat 5.5s.
Okay.
And I also have the 4.5s that I like to kind of juggle with. When I like ride the backyard or like just F around, I prefer the softer boot. But then when we go in the NOR, I prefer my 5.5s. But I just got a pair of CDs that I haven't like actually tried. I just like broke them and new boot goofing around. But I'm very looking forward to see what I'm gonna feel about them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I am 2 sizes too small to wear the smallest size of the 5.5 Liat, but I just got the 4.5s just came out in my size. So
6 for women, is that it?
they go down to a 5.
5 now, that's awesome.
So they go down to a size.
Note this, small feet lady.
Size 5, or 38, whatever you call it, in the 4.5. So I got a chance to wear them for one day. I was injured, but I still got to kind of bomb around them, and they're comfortable, they fit good, and they're nice because they actually feel like a full-size boot, because I've been rocking kids boots since I was a teenager. As a teenager, I used to wear men's boots that my dad got me, and it was like, I don't know, 3 pairs of woolly socks to get my feet into those. So
yeah, boots are important too. All right, let's go round 4. Unpopular opinion, is hard enduro actually overrated?
I think it is.
that's a touchy subject.
Should we define hard enduro?
Yeah, let's
Can't define hard enduro.
That's it.
If it's hard and it's enduro.
If you find, that's like the thing. It's like hard enduro is definitely the trending hashtag.
Sweating and you can't breathe.
Yeah, like what
The trending hashtag for trail riding.
it is the trending hashtag for trail riding right now. I have the hard enduro honeys, which we just brought out, and it's just a matter. And I mean, our hard enduro lines could be medium, easy enduro for the next guy, but it's just I enjoy being challenged, and so we brought this new kind of element to the mud honeys called the hard enduro honeys, and it's just a safe and controlled environment for you to push yourself.
Yeah.
And so we started doing like prologues, and obviously like a prologue to see your abilities if you can make it to our actual hard enduro ride. But yeah, a very, very controlled, safe section of trail that we have to see and to test yourself. Some girls did it just because they wanted to see if they could. Some girls did it so they could get their ticket to the hard enduro ride. But it's definitely,
so would you say hard enduro though is like more feature related? Like it's not like length of the race or ride?
I think it's
more-
both. Because it has to be hard and it has to be endurance.
Yeah.
But like, to which extent is it like actually hard enduro is what it's hard to know.
like who's like, where's your baseline?
Yeah.
You can't.
Is it like, okay, double blacks that take 4 hours to complete a loop is considered hard enduro?
And a double black on the mainland is very different than a double black on the
Here,
island.
yeah, true.
So like, that's a
I
tough
used to
question.
think Roots of Doom was hard enduro.
Exactly.
I feel like, okay, let's say anybody that really struggles for a long time.
There's
It's
gotta be
doing hard
there's
enduro.
gotta be at least some roots, some logs, some.
But so are we like saying hard enduro is 26 to 28 inches and above with a 3-inch like root step before it? That's the minimum requirement for hard enduro.
Maybe we should patent this. This is what it's gonna be.
I don't think
Take
I
my
don't-
measuring tape out.
No.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
even if you're a beginner doing blue loops, but you're going for a full day and you challenged yourself a lot during the day, it was hard for you and it was endurance, so no one can deny that.
And it's enduro, yeah.
But at the same time, if I would be a very like active racer that performs like at top of the hard enduro races, I would be very insulted to know that like people that are not as pushing themselves or as good are also considered to be doing the same thing.
I would like to just consider hard enduro is like a double A line. an AA line. So our top racers, our top expert, our top pro enduro racers are struggling.
Yeah.
That's a struggle. And you need, and technique and everything kind of come into play. So that's hard. When our top riders are struggling, then it's hard. So, I mean, you could take a B level racer and throw them in the A class and they're going to
That's
call it
hard enduro. Yeah.
That's to them, but I think my personal opinion is the top of the A class struggling. It's above and beyond. You're the A class, but hard enduro is the double A class.
So what's below hard enduro? Just enduro?
Medium.
Medium enduro.
I thought there was medium hard enduro.
So I already started the hashtag medium enduro. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so noted, everybody switch
Noted.
to schmedium instead
Medium
of hard.
enduro. We don't have to prove anything. Just ride medium.
All right, would you rather ride in pouring rain or minus 25-degree bluebird snowy day?
You know my answer. I own a snowmobile.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, are we talking dirt or snow?
Well, I mean, you're not going to ride a dirt bike in minus 25 bluebird
With
snowy
snow.
day.
But you could, that could
So
make
snow
it they
biking.
have snow tracks.
Would you take snow biking or would you take a rainy day on a moto?
Oh, that's not even a question.
Well, it is a question.
bluebird sunny day on a snow bike over a pissing rain island day on my
Yeah.
dirt.
Okay, but hear me out. This is what I was thinking. I'm like, piss rainy day on a dirt bike is type 2 fun. I love the feeling afterwards of
Yeah,
like
but a
you're
bluebird day on a
sweating and
snow
you're
bike
wet.
is no
and you're
question.
okay.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I would take bluebird day for sure too. On a Sunday.
Okay, I would, yeah.
But there's something satisfying about a wet, rainy day when you're done.
Yeah.
You just like get to.
But
cozy
now
up
that
after
you live
go,
in Squamish, that is an actual struggle that you're gonna experience.
That's
I
what
like,
I
do
like
I go dirt biking in the rain today, or I like go a little above and then get the snow and the cold
That's winter
weather?
riding.
I'll take bluebird day because I also love skiing and like I like being in the snow.
Yeah,
I don't like being cold. So.
I don't mind it because you can always put more layer. I hate being too hot because you can't take more.
Okay,
layers
that would have
off.
been a better question. Pouring rain or heat?
Oh,
God,
Okay, so dirt biking,
Rain.
pouring rain or heat?
rain.
rain,
Pouring rain for me.
pouring rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to push their
Because
bike
in
up
the
a hill
heat and the sand, like the dust, it doesn't even feel like it's dirt biking. It's dust biking.
and yeah.
It's gross.
It's dust biking.
I've never puked from pushing my bike up a hill in a pouring rain day.
No, you just lay in the bush and you're just like, let the rain
Yeah,
fall.
exactly.
All right, bucket list ride. If money and time were no issue, where are you going first?
Ooh.
Oh, we got something.
Romaniacs. And
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
signing up.
Fuck yeah. Romaniacs. That's actually been since I was like probably, oh God, when did Romaniacs start? I probably was in my early 20s. I was watching it on a VHS tape. And there was like a little section about Romaniacs. And it must have been one of the first ones. And I was like, holy shit, I want to go there. And I was like, I could do that. And in my mind, I was like, I could ride Romaniacs. I can't ride Romaniacs. I would love to go.
I'd love to try. I know I would
the
probably
hobby,
not.
yeah,
but
like the
I'd
hobby
love to
class
try.
or whatever they call it, the sportsman class. That's been my
Do you think
bucket.
sportsman's class is still considered hard enduro?
Oh fuck, their sportsman class is hard still for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
With that terrain, there's not hard,
there's
I
not
think.
no-
And it's
Yeah.
hard because it's grueling.
Yeah.
Like long days.
And it's hot, guys. It's hot.
Well, actually, I know it rains quite a bit over there, but no, Romaniacs has definitely been on my bucket list for 20 years.
It's the first one that came to my mind when you asked the question.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it
Yeah.
looks epic.
You guys are so like in the pro series of life. I'm like, I just want to pack up my bikes and go road trip through the States.
I can do that.
Hit
too.
all the cool like mountains and terrain.
You should sign up for the Turtle Sisterhood trip. We're going
when's
to
that?
Portugal in May.
Okay, Portugal's actually on my list.
Hit up Cali.
But it was for
if
mountain
there's
biking.
still
But I
spots.
made my
She's funding most of the trip through Throttle Sisterhood for the girls. It's
Really?
awesome what she's up to.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll look
check it
into
out. Check it out.
Throttle Sisters. Okay, guilty pleasure. What's your pre-ride snack ritual nobody knows about?
I rarely eat or drink when I'm up to do fun sports, and I know it's not a good thing technically to save your energies and whatnot, but it's almost as if when I get into it, it's like survival mode and I need to keep all my reserves.
I get that. I think.
And then when we get to the truck at the end, I chug my water and I take all my snacks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call my pre-ride snacks a guilty pleasure, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I would say that's for after, but I'm definitely oats and protein, vegan food.
Yeah.
Yeah, protein, oats, and bananas because I'm old and
I'm
two
all about
bananas.
bacon and
Yeah, I know.
eggs.
I need 2 bananas, lots of protein. Protein, oats, and bananas. That's my pre-ride.
That's like everything I can't have. Doesn't agree with me. But I started with just 2 baked yams. Final works a trick for me.
Baked yams?
Baked yams. Yeah, you
Yes,
get some
yams.
fiber, you get some, there's a lot of sugar content in there, and it's like, kind of sustains me.
I could crush those.
Yeah, I could
yeah.
crush that too.
What's your post-ride guilty pleasure?
Sex with Sam.
I'll leave that one to you, Jess.
I mean, yeah, a good cuddle.
Are we talking
a
about
good cuddle
food, or
after
are we-
breaking your body is really good. But.
You just said guilty pleasure.
I was just thinking about food, so maybe that's my problem, number 1.
I mean, like, mine's like anything really. Like, I do give myself like you can have whatever you want, but it'd be like, it's usually generally somewhat healthy. But I do like candy. Like, on a ride day, I like to like crush some candy.
No, I'm like
No.
the biggest, fattest pub burger, vegetarian pub burger and fries.
Yeah.
And
After
And,
a
like,
bike ride.
after any
Beer,
sort of
burger, and fries.
any
something.
sort of moto or anything, I'm just like, that deserves a pub burger.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely like any sort of calorie replenish burger, fries,
It's just like nice feeling. You're just guiltless. You're just like,
and
food.
somebody else cooking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you spend all that energy all day, like, there's nothing that can, like, stop me from
Oh,
like,
yeah.
eating whatever
Burning
the
like
hell I
thousands of
want.
calories.
Yeah. Greasy.
Well, that actually, we had one more question, didn't we? That sums us up.
That sums the questions.
I thought
we
there
had.
was one.
Did we have the public questions?
We do on something. Are they on here? Oh wait, I have some on mine though. So now we're gonna do some fan questions. Fans.
Fan questions. Public
questions. like as if we're that cool.
They might not be your fans. They might even be your haters,
Yeah.
most likely.
Might be. All right, what do you got?
Let's just grab a random. Okay. First question. The most cringe thing you've done to get someone to like you?
But like I said earlier, I bought a dirt bike for a guy when I was 11 years old. I think that might be it.
That's pretty.
But then I bought one for Sled again. So maybe that's just my cringe thing. I just buy dirt bikes to dudes that don't want a dirt bike.
I like that though. I don't know if like to like me. I think I bought a bottle of water once for a guy. I saw him driving. I was at the gas station and I was filling up my vehicle, and I saw this truck coming down. And I was like, "Damn, I think he's hot." I don't even know. I didn't even really see him. Thought the truck was hot, and he pulls in and he goes into the gas station, and I was like, "Damn it! Like I kind of want to get a better look at this guy." So I went into the gas station and like bought a bottle of water just so I could get a closer look at this guy. And then
Creep.
yeah, super creep. And then it ended up being like the worst 2 years of my life. So I would say that was an expensive bottle of water. Should never bought the bottle of water.
No, it was cringy.
It was
It's
really
really cringy.
It was a cringy bottle of water. Yeah, that's about it.
Honestly,
She doesn't even need to do anything to get guys to like her.
I never had to do anything
She
that.
doesn't chase boys.
I'm cringy. I'm cringy in general. I don't do it intentionally,
It's true.
and I don't do it to try to get someone to like me. So, but I've definitely done many cringy things in my life. But for someone to like me, I don't really do things to get people to like me. So I don't know.
No.
No.
Well, you're boring.
Well,
I am.
if I can add,
Deep down, I'm.
I pretty much got a full-time job for a motorsports distributor at some point, just so I can be paid to go to Mudhoney's.
That's sick.
So I could meet you and like the girls.
Cringe things to meet your idol. That's almost more cringe.
I started the Mud Honey so I can invite Louise Forsley to the island.
Yeah, that's really cringy. That was like a 10-year process.
Yeah, that took me a while.
It worked.
Nice.
So funny.
Okay. If you could swap lives with anyone for 24 hours, who would it be and why?
Oh gosh.
Seb, so I can go out with myself.
Just so you can date yourself for a while, just so you can see what
Dude,
it's like.
it seems pretty sweet. I would
Yeah.
get free dirt bikes. I would like get my meal cooked every day.
So if you were Seb, that's what you would do for you? Or no, you would get... Oh,
Yeah, I
you
would get all of that.
Oh, right, if you're
I would
Seb.
totally date myself.
It's true.
And you'd be hooking up with Jessy P.
Fucking
That's
that booty, dying to eat it.
I'm gonna say, first person that popped in my mind is Roxy Bolt.
Who's that?
Billy Bolt's
Oh,
wife.
Billy Bolt's
okay.
wife.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm
Now
gonna
we're getting
say,
real
like,
spicy.
Yeah, I would definitely be. That just sounds sick. Traveling and holding the camera
And supporting
supporting
the best in the world.
the best in the world, and just getting to be in that community that they're in. I think it is awesome.
Who's professional circuiting on the hard enduro scene that doesn't have a girlfriend yet? Please sign your resumes to Lindsey. We're gonna be going over them and calling you in a week.
I make a pretty good vegan sandwich. I bake muffins too.
And if you're really good in bed, she might cook some bacon for you in the morning.
Probably not.
I don't have anything for that one, to be honest. I have to think about that one.
Let's go to my end. Here's a good one. Any of the Mud Honeys know how to do rust repair and want to have equity in a Sprinter van?
Actually, I could. I have experience doing rust repair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you want equity in a Sprinter van?
But I already
You
have a
have one.
transit van. But because it's him, because I know who sent that, we could trade some hill climb races to the States for me helping with the rust
For
in
this
the van.
How much rust is this? How much rust are we talking?
This anonymous person. How much rust? I've seen the work. It needs a lot of work, that van.
So do I get to use the van if I put the rust work in? Is that what this is? Like I get equity in it, meaning I can like
Probably, yeah.
use it?
I'm sure we could write up a contract.
I mean, I'm pretty good at mechanical stuff. I could easily.
That's
There you
really
go.
mechanical,
You've got
it's more
two-
aesthetics.
2 people.
So we're gonna come and help. I want to race hill climbs in the States.
Ooh.
We're gonna build the 250F just for that.
So make room for 3 girls.
Yeah.
So that's an expensive fix for you. No.
All right. This comes from another anonymous. How do you twerk so well?
Is that? I feel like that's for her.
I think
That was on mine.
I think it's because you should move on with where you learn to twerk so well.
I was inspired. Okay, the twerking has a story.
Mm-hmm.
So I was inspired by Miss Jessy P. Miss Jessy P. She just gets excited and just starts bouncing that ass, and I was like,
Woo! Yeah, baby! It's actually very therapeutical.
Therapeutical. Is that a word?
Yeah.
it is. It's really good for you.
Therapeutic?
Yeah, you need
Yeah,
to
I think
loosen
it's
those
therapeutic,
hips.
not therapeutical.
Therapeutical. No,
Yeah.
you can say therapeutical.
There you go. And so yeah, I was really
See,
inspired
the Frenchie
by
shows you some English words.
Jessy P. So at one of the Mud Honeys, I had a twerk off contest. And I thought Jessy P was gonna hands down win it.
I got beat by such a good girl.
Turns out at that
Spicy.
Mud Honeys event, we had professional twerkers and a professional twerk instructor come up, and I was awesome.
It was
Like
so awesome.
they were amazing. Anyways, I ended up kind of like keep in touch with one of the girls that did twerk instructing, and we chatted, and she was like, we should put on a twerk shop. And I was like, I'm all about putting on a twerk shop. So we actually had a twerk shop at the Mud Honeys this year, and I learned some skills, and I practice. And now every time I get excited, I don't know why, it just comes out.
you're like, it's contagious, I think.
It is.
And it's like a disease.
Yeah.
It's stronger
Once
than
you
yourself.
start, you
It's-
can't stop.
It's weird because like I can't twerk.
You're a professional dancer.
I know, professional dancer cannot twerk with shit. But it's funny when we were at your, or what was it, after a ride, and what's her name was there? Is it Crystal?
Crystal?
Vanessa.
Vanessa was there, and she was like talking to us about it, and like, you know, I've got a lot of like past sexual trauma and whatever, and she was talking about how, because like
It
that's
releases
it
all
releases like
the
this
bad-
bad energy, and like it's your sacral energy in that area, which has a lot to do with the sexual energy. And when
I
she kind of
fractured
explained,
mine. No.
yeah, it's a sign.
The
You know,
sacred
there's bad energy in that area, and I'm like,
The sacred
I
sacrum
totally,
is
like-
broken.
broken.
but like
Must
how
work out the energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to. And it just like changed my like idea towards it, because I was like, oh, it's just like overly sexual and it just doesn't work for me, and maybe I just don't move that way. And then I started going home and I was like, I was actually practicing, and I was like, my hips start moving, and I'm like, I'm cleansing a lot of that past shit. And I think the more I get past
Let's turn
it,
to a
the
deep
more.
fucking turn here.
Well, fuck, you know I go deep.
Yeah, she
Come
does.
on.
She likes
And
it
she's been
deep.
practicing so she can go deeper now.
Cleansing the stuff so I can go deeper. I go deep to go deep.
That's what we call it now. Cleansing. All right. Anyways, there's your answer.
That's where we all learn to twerk, is at Mudhoney's,
Mud
basically.
Honeys.
Okay, back to maybe a more serious question.
Yeah. Do you have
Okay, did joining the VHS, which is a island group or dirt biking community, introduce you to healthy friendships and further personal growth outside of purely the sport? Do you feel welcome and supported in the community? And if so, what were some key moments?
Wow, very good question.
That's intense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you, that person.
Thank you.
Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for me, joining VIHSS on the island and riding community, yeah, I mean, some of my best relationships, friendships with girls, women, has come from that, and men too. It's like, especially on the island, I find people are very community based. Everyone's supportive. I mean, even just in the Instagram community of it, I did not have a lot of female friends, like really close female friends. I was just like bullied a lot growing up. So to come into a world where I have like strongly connected, I really actually trust these women with like everything, has changed my life immensely. So yeah, it's huge growth for me. And did I feel welcome? Yeah. I mean, I think everyone has kind of the same story, like being welcome into the sport and the community. It's all around a very welcoming community.
Yeah. For myself, like with the snowmobiling before dirt biking, I experienced a lot of bullying and rejection when I first got into the scene, because I was that person who kind of came out of nowhere and was doing as good, if not better, than most women that were already out there for years. And it kind of like pushed me back in a social sense. Like I was like not as socially at ease after that happened. I was kind of almost even scared of getting out and like meeting people, because I was like so scared that person would have like talked about me and whatnot. And it took me about 3 years and a lot of help from Angelisa at Brad Babes in order to get out of that and like be confident that I am enough and I don't need anybody's opinion to validate who I am and what I do. So coming into dirt biking, like about at the same time, like when Angelisa helped me with like all those personal things with Brad Babes and like kind of like pushed me up and put me on the spotlight for that, is when I decided to get a dirt bike, because I wanted to join the mud and like do these things, because it felt for me that this is like what you girls were doing is what Angelisa and I were like chasing. Mm-hmm. Like we were trying to do these things here and include all the girls, but then the girls would turn around and do their own thing, and it was very hard for us to keep that sense of community at first. I feel like now Angelisa is settled and she's got it like better, but at first, for the first few years, it was very hard.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that I might not be racing as well is because some of the girls here on the mainland are not nice. And I don't feel like I want to be surrounded by that energy every weekend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like, yeah, we all experience these things differently, and mine was not that positive, unfortunately.
Well, it's nice though that it's like you've built the community that makes it positive.
Yeah, but and Jaleesa had to do that for ourselves. Like, it's not like we had somewhere that we could go that was very welcoming right at first.
True.
Like, because those things were already existing, similar groups as Mud Honeys on the mainland, and we tried, but it just did not.
Yeah.
It always felt like I was competition coming in, but I never competed with anyone, not even with myself. So it's just, it depends on the perspectives, I guess, but that's how I kind of resented all of that at first.
Yeah. How about you, Lindsey? Joining VHS or just dirt biking communities?
Well, VHS, VIHSS, Vancouver Island Harris Carmel Series, kind of was kicking off. Like, we kind of were riding, and then, I was around when it started. And the group, it was just a racing group. So it was just racing on the island. But that's where I met Bobby. She's the other half of Mud Honeys, the OG. So if I didn't join that group, I would have never met Bobby. Mm-hmm. And and then we just went from there.
And none of us would be here.
Well, and it started with like one or two women racing.
Yeah, it
about
was
like
me and
7 or 8.
Me and Bobby kind of being alone, racing. But I just like community. And I like hanging out with women. They just make me feel good. So I just wanted to find more of that in what I like to do. So like I like dirt biking, and that was just something I never had. Mm-hmm. Riding with guys and hanging out with dudes is fine, but there's just something about hanging out with women.
One thing I like about it is you're hanging out with your girlfriends, but you're mostly talking about, like, I find if you're just hanging out with girlfriends outside of sports, there's a lot of gossip, there's a lot of just like talking about
other people than
other
themselves.
People, and the sport of dirt biking really, I find we gravitate to talking about the sport. We talk about the progression, we talk about skills and the bikes and the setup and mechanics, and so now we're got something positive to talk about.
Well, I think that when
but
you
go
girls
and create that.
Well, the
too.
thing is, like, you get into a community like that people have hobbies, and when people don't have hobbies, they're boring, and that's all they talk about. It's like
when women are bored, they start creating.
They talk about
bad issues,
stupid shit, and other people. But if people have like people are interesting and have hobbies and ideas, then you just they actually have something interesting to talk about that you want to be around. But I just we kind of created it because we just wanted. We were lonely and we wanted more friends. So I actually at one point in my life I said to myself, I need to find more female friends because I didn't have any, because I did something, like, I was so involved in racing and riding that, like, I had my girlfriends that I hung out with, like, and go to movies with, but I was so busy every weekend I didn't have females to share that with. So I just actually actively sought out women that I could just relate to in my life more. So I was like, I'm gonna find some friends, and if I can't find them, I'm gonna create them. and
That's kind of how it is.
And
you look like you could ride a dirt bike. Oh my god.
Yeah, not necessarily, but just you're really cool, and I really love your energy, and come and hang out with us. Yeah. And then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then really now we have so many people. And the best thing about the Mud Honeys and everything, because I'm not a big social media person, but the best thing, and I don't know how I could ever I want to get rid of it, but I can't, because it's brought me to you, and it's brought me to you, and I have the best life. I can tootle around everywhere, and I have so many people that I love in every corner everywhere that it's just amazing to know so many cool people that I met because of social media.
Yeah, it is
but
weird.
initially it's because of dirt biking.
Yeah, dirt
I
biking.
mean, social media is the vehicle for us
It
to see it
is.
all,
I
but
know.
it's like the
like
dirt
back
bike.
in the day, like
passion
how
that
many
brings
girls
us
could I
all
find on the
together.
side of the trail and get their digits from?
Yeah.
You know, like it was so hard, and now it's like, yeah, like you really can connect with like people from in California or like, you know, Alberta or like over in Spain and like different in New Zealand, like it's so cool. And then like I can plan a trip to New Zealand to go spend time with somebody there and like be around them and do their thing. But I would never done that before because so it's like it's cool. That's the community. The community is so huge. The world is so huge. It really expanded it all.
Yeah. The one, Instagram, it's catch.
Yeah, I wouldn't be who I am and know who I know without the dirt bike community of Vancouver Island, Hair Scramble Series. And racing on Vancouver Island. It's expanded to this, so.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I don't know. There was a question on yours. Wasn't there one last question?
Yeah.
What's a failure that you're what's a failure you're now secretly grateful for? Okay, do you want to go first?
Yeah, okay. It's not the best thing. I mean, it was a relationship failure. My partner at the time told me to grow up and sell my bike. It's time to grow up, sell your bike, and you know, be an adult now. And unfortunately, that was the nail in the coffin for that relationship because I was not ready to grow up and sell my bike and be an adult. So,
because it makes no sense to assume that doing those things will make you more of an adult.
Yeah. So that was a really long term.
To be more miserable adult.
Like, it was unfortunately a relationship I was in for a really, really long time, and we grew up doing cool shit, and then that was the life of, you know, he thought it was time to put his money into buying appliances and, you know, redoing the garage or the deck, and I was like, why? I could get another bike, you know, or like, let's go ride bikes this weekend. I don't want to mow the lawn or renovate. Like, I'm not ready for that. And, you know, and so that was the beginning of the end of that. So
yeah,
looking back, it worked out well.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely that was.
Yeah, it's funny how you look at those because like I'd say the same. Like it was a relationship, almost like we dirt biked and stuff together, but it was like, I needed so much more to figure out who I was. I think mine was the aspect of the dirt biking was fine. It was needing the women in my life. I put everything I had into a relationship and focused solely on my partner, and I didn't have friends outside of that. And I didn't have a personality to myself. Everything was wrapped around my partner, and we were going to have babies and get married and all this stuff, which is great and what I still want. But that relationship failed. It was a shitty time for sure, but it was the catalyst to push me into becoming my own person. And, you know, I joined the cheerleading. I started putting myself out there and getting confident, and then coming back from Ontario and actually getting into riding where it wasn't my boyfriend teaching me to ride. It was me around these inspiring women like you and Janelle, and just getting into a community where I remember too, we'd go out riding sometimes and he would be grumpy and he wouldn't help me on things, or he would over help me on things. And it was just like, I really wanted to learn in a more like really positive environment and at my own pace. And yeah, it's like if I hadn't had all this time to be alone and like get to be able to spend lots of time with women, like because you don't have a partner, you're just like, well, I have my girlfriends and connect. They're just like everything to me now. And it's like knowing that now if I go into a relationship again, I will still devote that time to my girlfriends, and that time is sacred and those people are sacred. Now it's just finding a person who matches that energy, who I can kind of split the time. So yeah, I think that's the relationship failures.
The relationship failures.
Yeah, no, mine is it might be considered a relationship too, but my relationship to social media, Because in 2021, I lost my Instagram account, and at the time I had like almost 10,000 followers, which in my niche was like a lot. And like everybody that same like year I lost it, everybody that was at my level kind of just like propulsed, and then I was out of social media for about a year. Like, I was still on Facebook for business purposes, like selling graphic kits and stuff, but I was not posting as much, and I had no Instagram account for almost a year. And I think losing that, as much as it sucked Dan, is the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because it really changed the way I use it, like in my personal life, but also for business. And it kind of just sorted itself, whereas like if people were in with me to actually support me, or if they were in with me because they knew they could, like, you know, take from that big following. And yeah, it just kind of resetted everything, and now I'm kind of happy it happened.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I never wanted to be famous. That was never something I like embodied or like seeked. I've just always wanted to be the best person I can be on a daily basis, and I guess people did like that.
Well, I mean, that's what drew me to you originally. Is like, I just love your authenticity, and it's like, and again, it's like social media and like having those failures, and me like expanding out of a relationship into becoming a woman who wants to have female friends, and then connecting, and also building this podcast, which I never probably would have done if I was in a relationship that didn't serve me. So it's like, here we are because of these quote unquote failures that are the blessings in disguise. So yeah. It's so beautiful.
Woo!
Well,
I think we've talked about a lot.
Yeah, that was good. I think we got
like my eyes are drying.
Well, thank you, ladies, for being on here. It was really nice to do this in person, the first time we've done it in person, and I hope to do some more of these.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for having us, Kela.
I'm kidding, girl.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe to the Wide Open Podcast on Spotify and follow at Kela Louise on Instagram. That's at Kela Louise, and look forward to more episodes.